Do you need some cards from today's episode? Well, you can pick them up and support the show from our sponsor, Card Kingdom. Just follow the link in the description box down below. Hello, everyone. It's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another edition of Much Abrew About Nothing. So lately, everyone's been hyped about the potential of comboing off infinitely with Walking Ballista and Pioneer, thanks to the release, the previewing of Heliod in Theros Beyond Death. However, there's more than one way to go infinite in Pioneer with Walking Ballista. So we are playing hard mode Walking Ballista infinite combo. This is Vraska Swarm's Eminence combo. It is a deck looking to make infinite damage with Walking Ballista, but we're not using Heliod, any of that boring Theros Beyond Death stuff. We're reaching back into the uncommon planeswalkers from War of the Spark for Vraska Swarm Eminence in a slightly vampire-ish shell. This is a super sweet deck, and I'm super excited to test it out. So that's the plan for today. Infinite damage, Walking Ballista, Vraska Swarm Eminence with a little bit of extra support with some vampire Freds. So a quick reminder before we break down the deck. If you enjoy this deck and the other videos here on the channel, it would be so awesome of you if you could take a second, click that subscribe button down at the bottom of your screen. It's a great way to support the channel and the site for free. So let's talk Vraska Swarm Eminence combo, starting with Walking Ballista. So this is a Walking Ballista deck, and similarly to the much ballyhooed Heliod combo, we're trying to make infinite damage with Walking Ballista. The way we go about it, though, is pretty sweet. So Walking Ballista, you probably know what it does. It's kind of a staple of the format. In this deck, we really want to get it with 2 counters on it. In theory, we can go infinite with just 1 counter, but main goal, Walking Ballista with 2 counters. And this is sort of a 3-piece combo. Combo piece number 2 is Vraska Swarm Eminence, one of the least played, I would say, of the uncommon planeswalkers from War of the Spark. So Vraska Swarm Eminence is kind of this weird Death Touch Lord, 4 mana, 5 loyalty. If a creature you control with Death Touch deals damage to a player or planeswalker, you put a +1/+1 counter on that creature. And remember that ability. That is an important one for the combo. Can also make some 1/1 Death Touching Assassins tokens. We even have some more Death Touch creatures in the deck, which is kind of neat. We kind of got a Death Touch tribal backup plan. So Walking Ballista 2 counters for Vraska Swarm Eminence. To go infinite with this, though, lastly, we need to give Walking Ballista Death Touch. And this is where the deck gets a little bit weird. One way we can give it Death Touch is Status Statue, which is just the front half, 1 mana, target creature gets +1/+1 against Death Touch until end of turn. The upside of using that as a combo piece is that even if Walking Ballista has 1 counter, we can actually pump it so it'll be a 2/2 essentially. It'll be a 1/1 with 1+1/+1 counter. It'll gain Death Touch, then we can ping our opponent with their 1 counter. Vraska will trigger because a Death Touch creature dealt damage to put a counter on that creature. So we put a counter back on Ballista, ping again, counter goes back, ping again, infinite damage that way. The other way we do this is within Sorin Imperious Bloodlord. So Sorin, when you read it, it reads like a vampire card. The key thing here is Sorin's first +1 ability says target creature you control gains Death Touch and Lifelink until end of turn, and then if it's a vampire, it's a +1/+1 counter. All the other abilities are only about vampires, but that one, you can give any creature Death Touch and Lifelink, so that's the same combo. We can play a Ballista with 2 counters, have a Vraska out, Sorin, tick up on Walking Ballista to give it Death Touch and Lifelink, ping our opponent with Walking Ballista, removing a counter. Vraska puts a counter back on, do it again, do it again, do it again. We kill our opponent with infinite damage, also gain infinite life along the way. Also worth mentioning that sometimes the game goes late and we can just cast a Ballista with like 3 counters or 4 counters and use Sorin or Status Statue to give it Death Touch, and maybe we can't actually go infinite because we don't have Vraska, but any 1 ping of damage from Walking Ballista with Death Touch is going to kill any creature, so sometimes we just shoot down huge like Galtas or Emeralds or whatever with 1 ping of Walking Ballista damage with the help of Sorin. So this is the combo part of the deck. Walking Ballista, combo piece 1, normally needs 2 counters, sometimes can get away with 1 counter. Vraska Swarm Eminence, the other most important combo piece, and then either Sorin or Status Statue to give Death Touch. Equals infinite damage, winning the game. Otherwise, since we have Sorin, we have some vampires, but we're not really vampire tribal in the most traditional way. We have Champion of Dust, Dusk Legion Zealot. So these are vampires that draw us cards to churn through our deck to find our combo pieces. Then we have some Death Touch vampires, which work with Vraska, Gifted Aetherborn, Death Touch, Lifelink. If it damages our opponent or a planeswalker, we get a counter on it, growing into this massive Lifelinker. Knight of the Ebon Legion can also gain Death Touch if we pump it. Also worth mentioning that Sorin gives creatures Death Touch, so then they will trigger Vraska as well and keep growing. So some weird synergies there with our vampires. Kalitas Trader have got just a good card. Doesn't really synergize specifically with any of our other pieces, but it's big, it's lifelinking, it shut down Graveyard to some extent. Removal-wise, we get Fatal Push Murderous Rider joining Status Statue, and then we have some Thought Seizes to pick apart our opponent's hand. As far as the mana base, Castle Lockwayne, just a really good card in our deck. We're heavily weighted towards black mana, even though we get a touch of green. So we got a lot of swamps, comes into play on tap, gives us a way to draw cards. Mutavault, backup Vampire for Sorin purposes. Then we have a bunch of dual lands, and Urborg is a super fixer, some swamps. In the sideboard, for control, we get Bolas' Citadel for card advantage, some Duresses to pick apart our opponent's hand, a ton of removal options in Fatal Push, Murderous Rider, Assassin's Trophy, Noxious Grasp, and then finally, Cry the Critérium is a sweeper against aggro, and then Ashiok Dreamwinder, mostly to fight against ramp decks, but also shuts down graveyard decks as well. Those are kind of the two things it hits on, and that is Vraska Swarm's Eminence, Infinite Death Touch Walking Ballista combo for Pioneer. And that's our deck for today. So let's jump into some games, see if this crazy 3-card uncommon War of the Spark Planeswalker Death Touch combo deck can actually work and actually go infinite in Pioneer. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoy it, and I'll be back in a bit with a wrap-up. All right, much brew about nothing time. We are getting an early start on going infinite with Walking Ballista in Pioneer. We're doing it the hard way. Everyone's like, Heliod. I'm going to play Heliod and combo off, and it's going to be great. Well, we're trying to do it with Vraska. Vraska and Death Touch, etc., etc., etc. What are we taking from this hand? All right, so, opponent's got 3 lands. We can kill Llanowar. What do we take? Geez, so we're not taking Llanowar. We're not taking Oblivion Sower. We're taking Archive or Hour of Promise. The question is which one. All right, let's take Hour of Promise. Hour of Promise is more powerful, but our opponent only has 3 lands. So there's some argument, I think, to just taking. I think we actually play Knight here. One of our best ways to win is probably being aggressive and trying to kill our opponent before they can go off. And this also means we get to Fatal Push Llanowar, untap. And yeah, I mean, I think we're just pumping and attacking. Knight of the Ebon Legion, do your thing. Get in for 4, hit our opponent to 16, grow Knight, Sanctum of Ugin for our opponent, and that's a decent draw. Finds a Blast Zone. Well, let's go to combat, attack. Opponent blocks. We will Dusk Legion Zealot, draw Castle Lockwayne, play Castle Lockwayne. Yeah, let's play Ballista. Pass the turn. Gotta get in as much damage as possible before the big uns come. Nissa's Pilgrimage. Instead of Hedron Archive, interesting. So opponent gets a land, plays a land. That explains it. Draws a Grazer. Well, how do we want to do this? Go to combat, attack with everything. Opponent blocks. Dusk Legion Zealot, draw a card. Mutavault. Pass the turn, but this means Oblivion Sower can come down. We might be too slow. Opponent has Oblivion Sower, Hedron Archive. Thankfully, they can't do both this turn. Unfortunately, opponent's still at a pretty high life total. Oblivion Sower gets 2 lands. And our Murderous Rider. Yup. Alright. Opponent, passing. Play the Swamp. Activate Mutavault. Champion of Dusk. Draw 5. Alright, we'll see. No attacks. Grow our Knight of the Ebon Legion. But opponent has a ton of mana. So if they have something like Ulamog, they can cast the Ulamog. And then we are in trouble. Hopefully they don't. There's a Hedron Archive that we knew about. Elvish Rejuvenator is the last card. Snags another land. It's a Castle Garenbrig. Opponent, combat, passing. Alright. So we untap. Thoughtseize is not super helpful at the moment. So how do we do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so I think what we do is play Gifted Aetherborn, play Blooming Marsh, pass the turn. Basically, we gotta fade 1 turn, put a counter on Walking Ballista, then we get to go infinite damage. So we need to not get Ulamog this turn. We can even beat a Ugin, actually, I think. Yeah, we beat a Ugin. Well, let's see. What does our opponent draw? Cracks the Hedron Archive, draws some more, back up to 4 cards in hand. What do they find? What do they find? Come on, infinite damage, take us home, opponent. Elvish Rejuvenator. Yup. Gets another land. Radiant Fountain, that's fine. Infinite damage beats 16 life. Opponent. Alright, well, hopefully they don't have any removal spells in their main deck. So, charge up Walking Ballista. Yeah, I mean, this is the moment of truth. We play Castle Lockwain. We play Vraska. Is the combo going to win us this game? Play Vraska. Thoughtseize our opponent. Nothing. Alright, we got it. We got the infinite damage. Play Sorin. Sorin takes up on Ballista. And that's infinite damage. That's infinite damage. We did it. Ha ha. No Heliod necessary. Game. Now we get to, this is also infinite life. Ping our opponent, which puts a counter back on Ballista. Ping our opponent. And opponent scoops it up. We did it. That's the plan. We look like a vampire deck, but then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we are just winning the game. All right. So opponent. We'll go on the fatal pushes. How do we beat this deck? Duress is in. Ashiok's in. I guess Gifted Aetherborn out and Kalitas out? Actually, I don't think we want Cletus at all, do we? Noxious Grass, Ballista Citadel. Yeah, I guess we can bring in an Assassin's Trophy. Run it like that. Well, that's a combo, and it actually works somehow. I do not think our opponent was expecting that. Surprise! It's Vraska. All right, opponent. Let's see it. I mean, I guess in some sense we got a little bit lucky that our opponent, we're going to keep this, I think. We got a little bit lucky that our opponent didn't manage to find a finisher. We could use lands. Yeah, let's just Castle Lockwain, go. That is a land, which is good. Status Statue has some additional value, blowing up artifacts, like that Hedron Archive. Now, Blooming Marsh. Thoughtseize ya. Ugin, Golos, Nissa's Pilgrimage. Huh. Oh, and they have Cascading Cataracts, so I can activate Golos. Well, I guess we take Ugin. We can deal with the other stuff. Sanctum of Ugin. Pilgrimage. So we can play Sorin, but it doesn't really do anything this turn. Next turn we have to kill Golos, I think. Yeah, let's Blooming Marsh. Wow, this feels so bad, but play Sorin. Put Dusk Legion Zealot into play. Still a cute little tempo play, I guess, past the turn. We have our combo pieces minus Walking Ballista. Opponent, Radiant Fountain gains some life. Gotta be Golos to get a land. Yeah. So opponent's got all the mana. The question's gonna be, do they have finishers? Well, Sorin, take up on Dusk Legion, go to combat attack, hit our opponent. Statue Golos. Pass the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, Rejuvenator. Yup. Another Sanctum of Ugin. A Thoughtseize would be nice. We wouldn't mind that. Opponent. Passes. Another Vraska. Well, take up on Dusk Legion Zealot. Play Vraska. Go to combat. Get in. Opponent's gonna kill it. Well, alright. Mega Dork. Well, Ballista off the top, please. And no big finisher this turn. Ballista just lets us go infinite. Opponent spent the removal spell. Gaia reached Sanitarium. Wow, insta-loot. We will discard second Vraska. Follow up. More ramping. Ballista. Come on, deck. Show us that Ballista. Opponent gets all the lands out of the deck. No attacks. We untap. Ballista? Overgrowth Tomb. I'll take up on the Assassin. Go to combat. Attack. Opponent trades. Make a Vraska token. Yeah, let's draw a card in case we hit Thoughtseize. We do not. Alright, Blooming Marsh. Go. Alright, no whammies. No whammies. Oh, opponent. Gonna go looting. Okay, that's a decent sign. Ballista. Ooh, Ashiok. We will discard Overgrown Tomb. Opponent, more mana. Opponent discards a forest. Passes. Another Vraska. Well, yeah, tick up on the Assassin. Go to combat. Hit our opponent. play Urborg, play Ashiok, target our opponent. Ashiok a bit late to the party, but lands and Ulamog gone. Alright, yeah. Assassin's Trophy, that. Keep our opponent from looting. Opponent still gets a land because we control the Assassin's Trophy, but yeah, pass the turn. Alright, no finishers, please. No Ugins, no Ulamogs. Radiant Fountain, yeah. Opponent passes, we draw Castle Lochwain. So, how do we do this? Play Castle Lochwain. Ashiok. Well, Ulamog Worldbreaker, that's not bad. Sorin the Assassin. The 1/1 doesn't do anything. Yeah, let's just draw a card. Draw a card. Oh, okay. Okay, we gotta fade one more turn. One more turn. And we have infinite. Yeah. Come on. One more turn. One more turn with no finisher. Come on, deck. Opponent. Castle Brick. Passes. Thoughtseize would be fine too. Ashiok. I mean, I think we have to go for it. Actually, you have an extra layer of protection with this status. Okay, so, Walking Ballista. X2. Sorin. Walking Ballista. Ping you. And game! Whoo! Okay! We took down Ramp! And we comboed off both times! That was pretty impressive. Alright. Yeah, that did not really feel like a vampire deck. I mean, the vampires are there, but we won both games. Like, oh, it feels so weird. This game is a pretty good example. We played a Dusk Legion Zealot out of 21 cards in our deck. That was our only vampire, but Sorin, Walking Ballista, Vraska won us the game. Sweet. All right, much brew about nothing time. We are looking to go infinite with Walking Ballista and Vraska Swarms Eminence in Pioneer, and we'll keep this. Not super duper close to the combo, but we got some vampire stuff. We got a Thoughtseize. Ornithopter, eh? 2 Ornithopters. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know what's happening, but I'm kind of scared. Thoughtseize you. Well, we'll definitely take Mystic Forge for the time being. Pass the turn. Turn 1 Emery off 2 Okay. What in the world is happening? So opponent can replay Mox Amber. We gotta get rid of this Emery. Mox Amber. Watery Grave. Tapped. Terrarion. Opponent. Passing. Play Woodland Cemetery. Play Dusk Legion Zealot. Draw a card. Pass the turn. Hopefully our opponent does not have a land for this Mystic Forge. They can sack Terrarion to draw another card to find one. That looks like the plan. We can kill Emery next turn, but if Mystic Forge comes out, it might be too late. That's a lot of card draw. I guess we can kill Emery and then the following turn statue Mystic Forge. All right, there's a land. So here comes Mystic Forge. Yup. Opponent exiles Aspire of Industry and passes. Well, play Mutavault, play Sorin, sack Dusk Legion Zealot, kill Emery. Turn 1 Emery might just be too fast for us, though. Opponent. And let's see how much they can do with Mystic Forge. Exiles, a Renowned Weaponsmith, Kodak Shredder, Mills. Seriously! Opponent draws another Emery and plays an Ornithopter off the top for free. And passes. This is annoying. I'll play Gifted Etherboard. Sack it. Kill Emery again. Mutavault. Go attacking. Opponent goes to 12. Opponent finds a Sigh. Ugh. And a Terrarion. Oh my goodness. Yep. Paradox Engine Milled. Opponent's almost out of Emerys. We've gotten rid of almost everyone. Opponent exiles. Passes. I'll play Castle Lochwain. Kill Sigh. Take up Sorin past the turn. Oh, I wish we had like a Karn. Be pretty good against what our opponent's doing. Opponent upkeep mills themselves. Yeah, opponent's deck is spicy. Draws. Springleaf Drum off the top. Terrarion also off the top. Opponent sacks Terrarion to draw a card. Yep. And Kodak Shredder. And exiles. And mills. and Ornithopter. And opponent gets in for 1. Sure. Alright. Well, we will kill Mystic Forge. Turn on Mutavault. Put a counter on Mutavault. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. I mean, so far we've done a good job of killing most of the important things. What we would like to do is find a Walking Ballista and just go infinite and finish this game. Opponent likes the card on top of their deck, draws it. It is more Mystic Forges, and this one we can't get rid of. So this time we're going to have to combo off. Opponent gets in with the Thopter. Yeah. Ballista. Blooming Marsh. So play Blooming Marsh. Play Vraska. Make a Death Toucher. Take up Sorin. Pass the turn. But Mystic Forge is back. Opponent likes the top card. Draws the top card. Ether Hub. Corrects Terrarion to draw a card. Final Emry. Yep. Well, now we do have to kill Emry. Or draw Walking Ballista and win. Mills a bunch of cards. I mean, I guess our opponent can get it back eventually with Kodak Shredder. And finds Paradox Engine. Opponent, come on, Ballista! Come on, Ballista! Gets into Vraska. Let's just draw Ballista and win. That would be spectacular. Ballista, please? Wrong combo piece. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Alright, so I think what we do is take down Vraska, kill Emry, play Vraska, Mutavault, put a counter on it, go to combat, attack. Not that it really does anything except, you know, I mean, either it's going to get a counter or kill an Ornithopter, I guess, so that's something. Opponent takes it, we go Vraska, take down Vraska, pass the turn. But now our opponent has Paradox Engine and Mystic Forge, which I guess means they should be able to win the game. Mills a land. Mills Renown Weaponsmith. Finds a Sigh. Exile Spire of Industry. Okay. Mills an Ether Hub. Casts a Springleaf Drum to untap everything. Mills. How does our opponent win the game, though? Are they trying to mill us out now? Is that the plan? Mills. Kodak Shredder untaps everything. Mills. Wow, the opponent is just not going to whiff, are they? Mills. Exiles. What are they working towards? A Jace? Sacks to draw. Springleaf Drum to untap everything. So I assume that this is our opponent. I'm assuming our opponent has 1 Jace in their deck, and that's what all this is about. We'll see. I mean, our opponent can go through the rest of their deck now. Makes bunch of mana. Trading Post. Mills us. Does this go infinite somehow? Going to activate Trading Post to get Hammer of Purphoros. Steam Vents. Okay. Hammer of Purphoros. Untaps everything again. Gets back an Emry. Casts an Emry. Untaps everything. Oh, I see. Alright, then that goes infinite. Opponent can keep looping stuff with Emry now that it has haste. Alright, well, that was interesting. Opponent had, it's got to be their best draw to have 2 Ornithopters and Emry. So let us bring in some cards that seem good against what our opponent's doing. Like 3 Assassin's Trophies, 2 Ashioks, 2 Duresses. We will go down Murderous Rider. We will go down... is Kalitas worth it? Probably not. Go down Kalitas. Go down Gifted Etherborns. And now we look like a weird control deck. 9 Vampires with Sorin. Alright. Well, try it like that. So we get to be on the play, which is nice. Alright, well, we're going to keep this. 1 land is sketchy. 3 discard spells is nice. But we are really going to need to draw another land. That is pretty much everything. Overgrowth Tomb untapped. Thought sees you. Take Emry. Come on, lands. Ether Hub for our opponent. Yeah. And Kodak Shredder. Sure. Land? No. Well, duress our opponent. Take Trading Post. Pass the turn. Watery Grave tapped. Can we draw a land? Alright, there's a land. So let's just... Actually, let's Thoughtseize. Take Hammer of Purphoros. Pass the turn. Steam Vents. Tapped. So opponent's hand is what? 2 Ornithopters and a land, I think? Hopefully. We untap. Well, run out Dusk Legion Zealot, draw a card. Play the land, pass the turn. Can we kill our opponent somehow, though? Before they draw out of those 3 Saucies as opponent, Spire of Industry. Passes. I'll play Castle Lockwain. Play Sorin. Tick up on Dusk Legion Zealot. Go attacking. Hit our opponent for 2, gain some life, pass the turn. Mystic Forge is definitely scary. Opponent Ether Hub. Alright, still 2 Ornithopters. And, what did they draw? Oh, did they find it? Paradox Engine. Alright. A way to kill that would be fine, too. I'll play Castle Lockwain. Play Dusk Legion Zealot, draw a card. Tick up on Dusk Legion Zealot. Get in, hit our opponent. Opponent's down to two Ornithopters in hand, though. And they can't really do much with just a Kodak Shredder. Opponent, passing. We draw. Castle Lockwain. Well, tick up on Dusk Legion Zealot. Go to combat. Attack. Hit our opponent. To 10. Castle Lockwain. Draw a card. Alright, pass the turn. Alright, opponent's going to get back Trading Post. Ether Hub. So we know the hand. Trading Post, 2 Ornithopters. They can keep untapping Trading Post with the Ornithopters. Trading Post. Yeah. Okay. And makes a goat. Sure. Ornithopter to untap Trading Post. Going to get back Hammer of Perforos. Yup. Ornithopter untaps. Opponent. Are we 1 point of damage short of winning? 4-5. We are. Well, Fatal Push Ornithopter. Fatal Push Ornithopter. Untap. Oh, Assassin's Trophy. That's a good draw. That is a good draw. Okay. How do we do this? Play the Swamp. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll play Vraska. Sorin. Take up on Dusk Legion Zealot. Go attacking. Hit our opponent to 3. Opponent's going to make a goat. Okay. Opponent blocks. Sure. We grow the Dork. Make a Vraska token. And, yeah, I mean, I think this is it. Assassin's Trophy. Trading Post. Pass the turn. If you can kill us from here, opponent, good on ya. Opponent untaps. We know one of their cards is the Hammer of Perforos. Opponent. Oh, scoops it up. Okay, we got there. Oh, this is a tough matchup. It's a deck that works in a really weird way. Good God. All right, well, we got there. We got there. That's the important part. Do we want to change anything else? I don't really think so. I think this is about as good as it gets. Like, I think we are the control deck. Like, that is where we're at in this matchup. We're really weird Splinter Twin. Is probably the best way to think of it right now. Like, we're trying to be the control deck that then has a combo to win the game. Although last time we won with Dusk Legion Zealot somehow, which is kind of impressive, I guess. This hand, yeah, alright, sure. Hopefully our opponent starts not too fast. Like, we have an Assassin's Trophy and a Status Statue, and a Sorin to put Champion of Dusk into play. So this hand's good, but if our opponent just goes crazy super quick, it becomes a little less good. Thoughtseize for turn 1 would be fine. Ballista. Alright, land go. We are going to need another land, too. Opponent, what you got, what you got? Another Scry land. Yeah. Opponent, last one went to the bottom. This one to the bottom. And Springleaf Drum. Yeah, let's Dusk Legion Zealot. Draw a card. We need land. Alright, there's a land. Pass the turn. Alright. We're in okay shape. What do you got, opponent? Steam Vents. Untapped. 4. Psy Master Thoptrist. And an Ornithopter. Alright, so opponent's making some Thopters. Oh dear. Opponent's got full-on combo mode. Alright, Springleaf Drum. Opponent passing. Well, we untap. Play a Swamp. Duress our opponent. Take Hammer of Perforos. And then, yeah, I guess we have to Assassin's Trophy Psy, unfortunately. Pass the turn. Opponent. We know their last card's just a Renowned Weaponsmith, and that's not very good. Alright, Terrarion. That's a redraw in the future. There's Renowned Weaponsmith. Opponent. Gets in for 2. Sure. We draw. A Swamp. Nothing we really need to kill yet. Now, let's play Dusk Legion Zealot. Draw a card. Walking Ballista X1. Pass the turn. We are a Vraska away from winning with the combo. Opponent, gonna cash in Terrarion to draw a card. Yup, and? Ooh. Okay, that's not ideal. Actually, that might beat us. Wow, what a top deck! Good God. Good God, good God, good God. Alright, well, kill a Thopter. Yeah, that was a insanely good top deck for our opponent. Yeah. Wait, something else? Oh my God! Oh no! Okay, well, sure. That's legal. We draw a non-helpful duress. Well, we will kill Emery, but I think that's gonna do it, unfortunately. Wow. Huh. Well, our opponent had literally the two best. Wait, more? No, Terrarion. Opponent had literally the two best possible cards on top of their deck, which a little bit annoying that that's how that ended up. Down to 13. Opponent passes. Well, we will play Champion of Dusk, which I guess is our way of maybe trying to get back in the game. Opponent kills Dusk Legion Zealot. Yep. We draw Overgrowth Tube. We play Overgrowth Tube tapped. Pass the turn. All right, opponent. What do you got on the top of the deck? Ugh, what a brutal way to go. Gripper Ether Grid into Emery off the top. Opponent goes to combat. Attacks. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll just take 1. Opponent pretty clearly trying to set up to kill our Champion of Dusk. And what we want to do is start lifelinking it with this Sorin. Opponent sacks Terrarion, draws another card. Yep. That is a way we can potentially get back into this. Wow, opponent finds another Psy. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness. Oh my God almighty. Well, we will. Okay. Statue Psy. Would be nice if our opponent maybe drew a land for once. Opponent sacks some stuff to draw a card. Psy dies. Well, Sorin. Take it up on Champion of Dusk. Go attacking. Get in for 5. Gain 5. Opponent pings. Sure. Pings. Drops to 13. Opponent. Combat. Everything at Sorin. Sure. Renowned Weaponsmith. And opponent passes. Well, let's duress our opponent. Ornithopter in hand. Go to combat. Attack. Opponent takes it. Well, we'll pass the turn. Come on! Land off the top for the opponent. Pings. Yeah. Untaps. Mox Amber. Okay. I guess that gives our opponent an extra ping. Opponent goes to combat. No attacks. Well, we will Fatal Push Renowned Weaponsmith. Draw a card. Thoughtseize not. Oh boy, that's like our worst draw. Play Woodland Cemetery. Draw a card. Play Knight of the Ebon Legion. Go to combat. Attack. Opponent blocks. Pings. Well, we'll pump. We are going to lose our Knight, though. Opponent can ping. Yeah, sure. So opponent taps everything. Kills our Knight. Untaps. What do they draw? Come on. Oh, seriously. Opponent exiles drops to 7. Oh, wow. Wow. I do not know how our opponent has managed to do this without ever drawing a land. It's been pretty impressive, I guess. We untap. We draw. Well, we drew Assassin's Trophy, which is actually very good here. Go to combat. Attack our opponent. Oh, all right. So we kind of maybe top decked our opponent back. Get in. Opponent blocks. Pings. Well, get rid of Mystic Forge. Come on, deck. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. What do they draw? Wow, opponent didn't even get a land. They're playing 1 basic. Pings us to 10. Opponent, what's the draw this turn? No! Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Sure. We'll draw a card. Knight of the Ebon Legion. We drop to 8. Blooming Marsh, not helpful. Well, go to combat. Attack. Opponent blocks. Pings. We drop to 7. Play a land. Play Knight of the Ebon Legion. 1, 2. So 6. 5, 4. 3, 2. Yeah. Castle Lockwood. Play Sorin. Sack Knight of the Ebon Legion. Kill Weaponsmith. All right. Fizzle. Fizzle, fizzle, fizzle. Opponent pings us to 4. We go to 7. All right, fizzle, 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 fizzle. Opponent, top of the deck. What do they got? Exiles on upkeep. Gets rid of a land. And top card is, opponent draws. What a crazy game. What did our opponent find? Another Mystic Forge. Exiles. They need like an Ornithopter? Do we get there? Wow! Oh my goodness. What a game. I'm just like shocked at this game. This was a ridiculous game. Opponent's deck, it looks like something we'll have to try at some point. I do love some Paradox Engine. And opponent gives us the GGs. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're going to have to try that deck. Whew. Okay. Opponents, I don't know what to say. That was a ridiculous match. Opponent had turn 1 Emery in game 1. Game 2, it felt like our opponent was just chaining together the perfect draws, but we managed to find enough disruption, play control mode, and eventually got the win in our 9 Vampire Sorin deck. All right. Wow, what a match. Well, we're gonna have to find that list and try it at some point because that is spicy. Yeah, all right, sweet, sweet, sweet. All right, much brew about nothing time. We are mulliganing, unfortunately, with some Vraska combo in Pioneer. Yeah, all right, we'll keep this. We'll put, I guess, Gifted Etherborn to the bottom. We want to keep everything else. Oh, we're going to do him for our opponent. Tapped. Well, Swamp and Knight of the Ebon Legion. Go. Well, play the land. Get in with the Knight. Pass the turn. Well, maybe we could have put a land back if we knew we were going to be drawing lands like crazy. Opponent. Forest. Courser of Kruvix. And a Fatal Push on top. Oh, we're kind of close to comboing off. I'll play Woodland Cemetery. Play Sorin. Take up Sorin. Pass the turn. Opponent. Land. Life. Another Courser on top. Ugh, Swift End. Alright, that's annoying. Vessel of Nascency. Opponent. Ugh, and there's a Fatal Push in hand. Alright, opponent gets in, hits us. Down to 18. We draw. Fatal Push. Now play a land. Play Vraska. Make a Death Toucher past the turn. Opponent. Another land on top. So opponent's like green-black control, I guess. Alright. Land. Up to 19. Fatal Pushes the token. Well, at least we got rid of that. Opponent goes to combat. Gets in at Vraska. So opponent is almost out of cards, but we are not super high on resources either. Opponent plays a Scavenging Ooze. And passes. Well, kill Scavenging Ooze. Sure. Okay, opponent just eating stuff for fun. Well, pass the turn. Not going to run out Ballista yet. It doesn't do anything. Opponent, top card, another land. This Courser's been going off for our opponent. And another Courser. Land, Abrupt Decay on top. Oh, good God. Well, opponent's got a lot of removal, that's for sure. Opponent in the tank, trying to decide if they want to kill Vraska. They decide they will. Yep. Well, let's see if we draw anything ever. Yeah, alright. Champion of Dusk is not bad, and it gets around Abrupt Decay, so it's only drawing 1, unfortunately, but that's better than 0. Ooh, Kalitas is also pretty good. That's another threat that does not die to that Abrupt Decay. Opponent, Fabled Passage. Still not cracking this Vessel for some reason. Opponent cracks the Vessel for some reason. Gets a Nissa. Plays Nissa. So we're going to be able to flip the Nissa. Fatal Push on top. Cracks to Shuffle. Ishkana on top. Ooh, and 4 card types in the graveyard. Alright, that's bad news. Opponent takes down, makes a 4/4. And passes. Well, cast a big old Ballista. Kill Nissa. Pass the turn. Ugh. Yeah, we're in kind of rough shape, though. Opponent has Abrupt Decay. Well, ping our opponent. Ping our opponent. Pass the turn. Another Abrupt Decay. Good God. Opponent's doing a very impressive job of drawing removal. Holy. Here's Iskana. Makes some spiders. Not good. Opponent gets in for 4 with the Dork. Down to 13. Well, we will play Kalitas. we will play, I guess, nothing. I think we just pass for this turn. So opponent has Abrupt Decay on top. That doesn't do anything at the moment. Opponent has a Swamp on top. They play the Swamp. Ugh, Traverse. Ugh. Ill. Well, I think our opponent probably has us here. Opponent passes. Traverse can get something like Emrakul. We draw Castle Lockwayne. Well, play Gifted Etherboard. Play Knight of the Ebon Legion. Go to combat. Attack our opponent. Opponent trades off the token. We pass the turn. What do we do about an Emrakul, though? I don't know if there's anything we can do about an Emrakul coming down here. Opponent, yeah. Abrupt Decay, we knew about that. So we can sack Gifted Etherboard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. Opponent drains us for 4. Untaps. Plays a land, gains some life. Traverse the Uvenwald. Gets an Emrakul. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, alright. And we will scoop it up. Alright. Well. That did not go as well as we would have liked. So, opponent janking around with Delirium. Let's bring in Noxious Grasp. Bring in Ashiok. Go down Fatal Push. I almost don't know if we want Thoughtseize. Let's trim... yeah, let's go down Thoughtseizes. Go up Bolus's Citadel and go up Murderous Rider. And run it like that. Thoughtseize is just a whiff in the late game, and I don't think we can afford whiffs. And we need to be able to kill coursers, which Fatal Push does not do as consistently as we'd like. Courser really won our opponent that game. It just sat out, and our opponent would have drawn lands, but instead they were able to just hit solid action by playing the lands off the top of their deck. That's a big part of the value of Courser, and we got to see it in that game. Well, we will see. I mean, we still have a combo that could just win us the game. Well, alright, we'll keep this. Blooming Marsh, go. Opponent. Blooming Marsh, Vessel. Well, Blooming Marsh and Dusk Legion Zealot. Draw a card. Getting to this Bolus's Citadel would be sweet. Opponent, passing. Well, Overgrown Tomb tapped. Get in with Dusk Legion. Hit our opponent to 19. Pass the turn. Opponent cracks. And finds a Courser. They did leave in Thoughtseize. We do get to just kill the Courser, though, which is nice. Forest. Courser. Top card, Thoughtseize. Well, I guess that's probably going to cost us our Bolus's Citadel, unfortunately. I'll play a Swamp. Vraska. Oh, I really wanted that Bolus's Citadel. Tick down. Get in with Dusk Legion Zealot. Hit our opponent. Ugh, so close. So close. Opponent. Thoughtseizes. Take Citadel. Well, come on, deck. Be good. Yep. Oh, we wanted that so much. That was our trump card. Opponent, tap land. Passes. We draw more useless lands. We'll take down Vraska. Go to combat. Attack. Hit our opponent. Grow our dork. Play Vraska. Keep the new one. Take down Vraska. Blooming Marsh. Come on, castle. At least give us a castle. Opponent, land. Oh, seriously? Ugh. Ritualist. Well, we will play Sorin. Take down Vraska. Take up Sorin. Play another land. Well, how about drawing a Ballista? How about that, deck? How about just giving us a Ballista? We would not complain. Wow, that Ritualist and that Thoughtseize. Perfect timing for our opponent. They didn't have it in hand, and they found it just before we were going to be able to Bolus's Citadel, and we saw a lot of what was in our opponent's hand. It was not going to be to Bolus's Citadel. Opponent has a Ballista, kills our token. Well, play Dusk Legion Zealot, draw a card. Tick up on Dusk Legion Zealot. Play a Swamp. And pass the turn. Opponent. Ugh. Looking at this Bolus's Citadel in the graveyard is making me so sad. We really wanted that. Tireless Tracker for our opponent. Land, clue. Untap down to 12. And Tracker. Well, keeps getting worse. Let's kill a Tracker. Opponent passes. I'll go to combat. Attack. Play Murderous Rider. Sack Dusk Legion Zealot. Kill Tracker. Play Gifted Etherboard. Pass the turn. Well, we got through 2 Tireless Trackers after getting X for 1 by Ritual of Zut. Oh, Citadel. Citadel would be so good. Opponent. Cashes in Ballista to kill Vraska. Has another Ritual of Zut. Just keeps it coming. And more? Sacks the clue. Alright, can we draw some action? Champion of Dust counts. At least that's a redraw. Unfortunately, we redraw into Urborg, which isn't actually helpful. Opponent, Kalitas, and a tap land. And passes. Well, take up on champion, go attacking. Opponent drops to 4. Play Urborg, pass the turn. Fabled Passage, opponent cracks it. Uh-oh, uh-oh. They found Emrakul mana. Alright, well, I think that's game now. Ugh. Well, that's unfortunate. Huh. Ha. Lots of Ritual of Soot. So our opponent gets to take our turn. Hey, we finally drew a Castle Lockway. Unfortunately, it is a lot too late. Yeah. So opponent kills our champion, gets a token, kills our Gifted Aetherborn, gets a token, and yeah, that is just game. Well, Emrakul's a powerful card. We got to see that this game. Huh. Gifted Aetherborn, opponent zacks it, and I just don't think there's a way to come back from here. We were close. We were definitely close. Almost had our opponent dead, but then they drew the right cards in the right order. Yep. Plays a land for some reason. Draws with the land for some reason. Noxious Grasp does nothing at the moment. Alright. Well, let's see what's on the top of our deck. Walking Ballista. So close. Actually, never mind. This is... Wow, that actually saves us. Huh. Ballista X4. This is a way to kill Emrakul! Counter on Ballista. Ping you. Ping you. Wow. Wow, that is our out. Ping you. We survived an Emrakul. We survived an Emrakul. Shoot him down, shoot him down. Emrakul, out of here. All right, pass the turn. Boat it. Land. 1 card in hand. What might it be? Nissa. Nissa's not the end of the world. Untaps. Definitely not the end of the world because we have this Noxious Grasp. I think we might actually win this game now. Opponent gets in at Sorin. Yeah. Oh my goodness. We're going to beat Emrakul with a Kalitas out, wrathing our board. So, Noxious Grasp. Counter on Ballista. Death Touch Lifelink. Kill the Forest. Pass the turn. And I actually think we're favored now. Opponent. Oh, we could have attacked there, couldn't we? What do you got, opponent? Fatal Push. Well, ping our opponent to 6. Gets in. Hits Sorin. Oh, play Mutavault. Draw a card. Activate Mutavault. Put a counter on it. Pass the turn. Opponent. Combat. Gets in at Sorin. Sure. Alright, we untap. Mutavault. Go attacking. Sorin. Sag Mutavault. 3-ya? Oh! Oh my goodness! I can't believe we won that game! I cannot believe we won that game. Whoa! We got Emrakul and we won! Okay. They took our Bolas' Citadel, but they could not take our Walking Ballista Sword combo. We didn't actually go infinite, but even just giving it Death Touch to be able to shoot down our opponent's stuff is pretty good. Boy. Maybe we do need Thought Seizes. I hate that they're dead draw. We're going to keep it the same. No Thought Seize. This hand is slow. We are on the draw, though. Our mana's good. Yeah, alright, we'll keep it. Blooming Marsh for our opponent. And passes. Sorin's nice. Sorin just to put Champion of Dusk into play early is going to be helpful here. Opponent. Forest and Ballista. Sure. Well, Overgrown Tomb tapped. Pass the turn. Opponent combat. Now we're going to have to decide if it's worth... it's got to be worth it, I think. We'll see. Opponent plays a land. Tracker. Yeah, let's force our opponent's hand here. Let's play Sorin. Put Champion of Dusk into play. Draw a card. Pass the turn. Opponent can kill it with Ballista, but then we get rid of the Ballista. Yeah, alright. Sorin down. And... Ooh, does our opponent not have another land? Ooze. Oh, they do have a land. Alright, tap land. Gets a clue. Well, we untap. Ooh, there's Citadel. Play Woodland Cemetery. Go to combat. Attack with Champion. Opponent takes it. Play Knight of the Eben Legion. Gifted Aetherborn. Pass the turn. Grow the Knight. So our opponent is going to get one more turn with Tireless Tracker. Swamp Clue. And Kalitas. Hopefully there's no... there is a Fatal Push. Fatal Push on Knight, gets a token. Yeah, that's not great. Opponent goes to combat. No attacks. I'll play Blooming Marsh. Kill Kalidas. Go to combat. Get in with Champion. Hit our opponent. To 12 past the turn. Alright, opponent, what do you got? We know there's a million clues, so our opponent's going to be drawing cards. Courser, Swamp on top. Plays the Swamp, Abrupt Decay on top. Yep, up to 13. Opponent passes. Well, let's Woodland Cemetery. Ballista Citadel. Swamp on top. Alright, pass the turn. Do we want to attack? We know our opponent's going to draw Abrupt Decay. Yeah, let's just pass. Be good to us, Ballista Citadel. Opponent sacks the clue, draws Abrupt Decay. Top card is another Abrupt Decay. Okay. Yep. Eats Sorin. Untaps. Forest on top. So opponent's got 2 Abrupt Decays and not much in hand, hopefully. Sacks the clue, draws a Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize is Kalitas. Not great. Abrupt Decay's Gifted Etherborn. Alright. Be good, deck. Opponent gets in with Tracker. Wow, and Ooze. Well, we will block Ooze. And now we're really hoping this Ballista Citadel is helpful. Yeah. Ooze down. We're at 13. That's not bad. Noxious Grasp, Tireless Tracker. Ashiok. We're at 9? How do we do this? I think we mill ourselves, but exile our opponent's graveyard. Swift on Courser. Murderous Rider. Unfortunately, not a vampire. Play a Swamp. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. Yeah, kills Murderous Rider. Combat. Gets in at us. Yep. Down to 2. That is close to being dead. Traverse for a land. Oh, there's... and there's an Ashiok. Cracks a clue. Can we stabilize somehow? That kind of works. Play Urborg. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it doesn't work. Ugh. Ooh, that's not good. Wow, are we just gonna lose? Huh. How can we get out of this? Well, alright. 1, 2, 3. Tap. 1, 2, 3. There's not much that saves us. Oh, Knight of Even Legion is one of the cards that does. Potentially. Sorin. Knight of the Eben Legion to 1. No removal. No removal. Sack the Knight. Kill the zombie. Ashiok our opponent. Wow. I think that might have been the only card in our deck that saves us there. Literally. Alright, pass the turn. Whoa. Opponent. Sacks the clue, draws a card. And we already... Wow. And we had already used one, right? Yeah. Wow, that was fortunate. Opponent. Tracker returns. Clue. Sacks the clue. Grows the tracker. Opponent passing. Do we draw Vraska? We need a vampire. Yeah, I think we do. Go to 3. Alright, that's Champion of Dusk. Swamp. Champion of Dusk. Draw. Drop to 2. Ashiok ourselves. Dusk Legion Zealot. Go to 1. Sorin. Sack Dusk Legion Zealot. Hit Tracker. And pass the turn. Wow, we are chaining stuff together. This has been crazy. Opponent untaps. Overgrowth Tube tapped. And passes? Oh, goodness. That's what we wanted to see. Sorin. Take up on Dusk Legion Zealot. Go to combat. Get in. Gain back some life. Oh, I guess we should have played Vraska first, probably. Dusk Legion Zealot draws a card. Overgrown Tomb. Tapped. Vraska. Yeah, we should have played Vraska to get a counter, but play Vraska. Make a dork. Pass the turn. Wow. Wow. I can't believe that we're going to win this. We might win this game. I don't want to jinx it. Opponent. Ritual of Soot. Sure. Opponent passes. Well, Sorin. Champion of Dusk. Go to combat. Get in. Gain back some life. If we hit another Sorin, we win. Castle Lockwane. Well, make a token. Ashiok our opponent. Castle Lockwane. Go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what a game! What a game! Opponent. Passing. Isn't this just game? in multiple ways. Overgrown 2-1, and Thoughtseize. Oh my goodness. Oh, whoa. Well, I mean, I think we played pretty well, but we also got insanely lucky. There's no doubt about it. Like, I think we played in a way to let ourselves get lucky, but we had literally one Knight of the Ebon Legion, which I think was literally the only card in our deck that would let us survive that turn. I guess maybe we could have hit a Fatal Push, which we have a couple of, but very close to the only card in our deck that would allow us to survive that turn. And it happened to be the top card. I mean, all right. Good game, opponent. Good game. Oh my god. Well, sweet. All right. Much Abrew about nothing time. We are looking to combo off with Walking Ballista, doing it the hard way, before there is actually Heliod. This hand, yeah, it's alright. It's a little slower than we'd like. If we draw an untap land, it gets much more exciting, but we have Thoughtseize, we got Fatal Push, we got a bunch of 2-drops, so even though we might be deploying our cards more slowly than we like, we still have a handful of stuff that we can cast. Alright, Temple of Malady. Opponent also did some mulliganing. Scries to the bottom, so green-black control, maybe? Alright, well, tap land go. Opponent Blooming Marsh, and Gather the Pack. Alright, so up against Soul Flare. Well, this hand gets a little worse against Soul Flare. Hopefully our opponent doesn't resolve one. I guess if there's any good news, our opponent did not mill anything indestructible. They have Hexproof, Vigilance, Death Touch, etc., but Gifted Aetherborn can trade at the moment if there is a Soul Flare. And we get to Thoughtseize, so gonna lead on that because we don't want to get Soul Flared yet. Thoughtseize. This is interesting. I actually am not sure what we do here. With the obvious choices to take Soul Flare, but our opponent can't actually make a good Soul Flare at the moment. Gather the Pack would get our opponent there, but they also have Satyr Wayfinder to fill the graveyard. If our opponent didn't have Satyr Wayfinder, I think we take Gather the Pack, but since they do, I think we gotta take Soul Flare and just hope they whiff on Gather the Pack. Yeah, fingers crossed so they don't find another one and that we can eventually beat our opponent down. I guess now our main goal has got to be aggressive. We just got to try to kill our opponent before they are able to find another Soul Flare. I mean, they're gonna hit their land drops. All right, Gather the Pack. Ooh, no Soul Flare. All right, opponent gets a Ronas if they want it, but opponent does not take Ronas. Leave it in the graveyard for future Soul Flares. Ugh, no land. All right, well, Gifted Aetherborn. Do your thing. Pass the turn. Boat it. I'm kind of surprised our opponent did not take Ronas. Ronas is a way that they can just kill us, and it's hard to deal with. All right, opponent gets a land off Satyr Wayfinder, plays a land. We draw land. Gifted Aetherborn. Well, all right. Let's see if 2 Gifted Aetherborns can get the job done. Yeah, maybe. You never know. I think we're just going to play another Gifted Aetherborn rather than Ballista X1. Ballista gets much better once it gets to X2. Oh, all right, there... Well, there is a land. Unfortunately, it's still coming to play tapped. Awkward that we have not run a swamp this game. Now we might as well run out Ballista. We actually have the full combo in hand, but we have 2 Ballistas, so we can afford to run one out X1 at the moment. So far, our opponent's been keeping up their end of the bargain by not drawing Soul Flare. Lotleth Troll, sure. Well... so that regenerates. Knight of the Ebon Legion. So opponent can regenerate 3 times, so we can't actually kill Lotleth Troll. I think, as we said before, our main goal has got to be aggressive. It sounds weird, but I think our best play is just like using Fatal Push to tap Lotleth Troll. It feels so awkward, but our opponent can regenerate, but it taps. So then we can also Fatal Push Satyr Wayfinder, get in for 5, play Knight of the Ebon Legion, gonna trigger, and then we have Sorin potentially to force through more damage. Like, very counterintuitive, but I think that's the plan we're on. Regenerate. Because once our opponent gets down a Soul Flare, this becomes much scarier and harder. So yeah, Fatal Push, clear the way for the attack. get in for 5. And I mean, we're getting to the point where we have a 2-turn clock. I guess it's not impossible if our opponent just does literally nothing that we win next turn with Sorin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this gives us Xaxes through Lotlith Troll. So if our opponent, all right, land passes. Well, I guess our opponent could have like Fatal Push or something. I think we just win though with this Sorin. Yeah. So no matter how our opponent blocks, they take 6. Technically, everything's 2 power because Ballista can ping. And then Sorin sacks something for the last 3. All right, get in there. Opponent. Gonna block our Knight of the Ebon Legion. Sure. Opponent. Discard. Oh, regenerates. Okay. I guess our opponent doesn't know they're dead. Discards the Talpa. Yeah. We need our mana for Sorin, so Knight's gonna die. Discards the Talpa, and we got it. Okay. Well, I guess that's how you beat Soulflayer. You just hope they don't draw a Soulflayer. We did Thoughtseize one, so we did our part, but all right, ping our opponent. Down to 3. Sorin. Opponent's got no cards in hand, so we know this is good. Sorin, sack Gifted Aetherborn, Lightning Helix for the last 3. Well, our opponent had to run pretty clunky, but that works. We'll take it. We'll take it however we can get it against Soulflayer.deck. All right. Bad news is we don't actually have a ton that's great here. Ashiok can hate on the graveyard, although the current builds of Soulflayer, for the most part, play mostly stuff that's castable, so we can still just lose to Questing Beasts and Ronas's. Fatal Push doesn't seem that great. We don't have an easy way to revolt, so it's hard to kill bigger stuff. Kalitas is actually not as exciting as you think for a graveyard matchup, considering our opponent's putting stuff into the graveyard from their hand. Yeah, let's just run it like that. 2 Ashioks in, trim a bit, and hope the same thing happens where our opponent just does not draw their finishers. All right, opponent, let's see it. Well, we got a Thoughtseize, so that's good. Opponent, swamp, and passes. And Blooming Marsh. Thoughtseize you. We will take... Yeah, let's take Soulflayer. Pass the turn. Llanowar ways for our opponent. And gather the pack. Finds, oh god. Alright. Well, now we're dead. Sure. I mean, that's what this deck can do. And we will scoop it up. Yeah, double strike, flying, vigilance, indestructible, haste, etc., etc. Okay. Well, that was unfortunate. Yeah, run it back. Being on the play should help with Ashiok. Ashiok becomes much more of a out to what our opponent's doing if we're on the play. On the draw, like we saw there, even if we had drawn Ashiok, it would have been too slow. But on the play, Ashiok should always be fast enough. All right, we're on the play. Well, okay. Thoughtseizes, eventually Kalitas, Champion of Dusk. Oh, we're going to tapped. I don't think our opponent can do much on turn 1, so double Thoughtseize on turn 2 seems fine. You know, play Woodland Cemetery, Thoughtseize our opponent, take Grizzly Salvage, Thoughtseize our opponent, take Gather the Pack, pass the turn. There's the carry added. Yep. We draw Gifted Aetherborn. Well, play Gifted Aetherborn. Wouldn't mind drawing another land here at some point. We know our opponent can kill one of our creatures. Opponent, Nullhide Ferox. Yeah, that's fine. Opponent passes. We draw, a land. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Well, yeah, let's play Kalitas. Get in with Gifted Aetherborn. Gain some life, pass the turn. All right, opponent draws a land, untap. So I can pay for Ferox and then kill Kalitas. Yep. Efficient. All right, so Kalitas down. Opponent gets in with Nullhide Ferox. Sure. Let's see what we draw. Land? All right, Castle Lockwain. And we will just run out a Champion of Dusk. Draw a couple cards. Pass the turn. Unfortunately, Ronas is going to be incoming, and Ronas is annoying. And we're at 10. Opponent. Ronas. Gifted Aetherborn can kind of hold down the fort, though. Opponent passes. Yeah, let's see what we can draw here. Opponent has another carry added, we know. Opponent passes. Well, I guess we Thoughtseize. Take Grizzly Salvage. Play a Swamp. Alright, pass the turn. This isn't great, though. Opponent draws Questing Beast. Goes to combat. Attacks. Well, let's block, and block, gain some life, pay for Ferox, fatal push it, untap, swamp. Alright, Thoughtseize, take carry added, draw a card. Alright, pass the turn, Sorin, opponent. Oh, that land is actually a really good draw. That land lets our opponent play Murderous Rider, pump, and attack. Yeah. All right, that is very bad news. Oh, okay. Opponent figured it out. Yeah, we needed our opponent not to draw that land for sure. And I think this means we're dead. We untap. We draw a land. Play Sorin. Yeah, we're dead now. Draw a card. And lose. Yeah, alright. Much Abrew about nothing time. We are trying to combo off with Vraska Swarm Eminence in Pioneer, and we'll keep this. I mean, I actually really like this hand. We actually have the full combo, and a 2-drop, and we could potentially just Sorin Champion of Dusk into play on 3 to draw 2 more. This hand seems very, very good, as long as we hit at least 1 more land, and we get multiple draws to do it with Dusk Legion. Alright, what are you up to, opponent? Plains. And, oh boy, Bogles. Alright, sure. Well, Blooming Marsh. Go. Well, in theory, infinite damage can beat however much life our opponent can gain. Would prefer not to see a Sram here. Alright, tap land. And Cartouche. Yep. Opponent, getting in. Hits us down to 18. Gain some life. Ooh, Kalitas. Well, play a Swamp. Run out Dusk Legion Zealot. Draw a card. Pass the turn. Temple Garden. Untapped. And, alright, Unflinching Courage. That is a little frightening. Opponent gets in. We will take it. Could use a Fatal Push. Down to 12. Yeah, that makes it big enough that we can't kill it with this Sorin. Alright, play Castle Lockwain. Sorin. Put Champion of Dusk into play. Draw some cards. Fatal Push. Come on, deck. Give us a Fatal Push. We do drop to 10. If Sorin lives... Alright, pass the turn. If Sorin lives, we can also Walking Ballista and get the kill that way. And if our opponent attacks Sorin, at least we're not taking a million more damage this turn. No Fatal Push, though. Well, what do you got, opponent? 2 cards in hand. What are they? Helm of the Gods. Sticks it on the Hopeful Eidolon. Combat. Opponent. There's no way they attack Sorin, right? They gotta go face? Well, we'll see. Opponent, combat. Going face. All right. I think this might save us. We drop to 3. However, we get to untap, play Castle Lockwain, Ballista, X2, Sorin, Lifelink Death Touch, kill Hopeful Eidolon. Oh my goodness. Kill the Warrior. Go to combat. Attack. Wow. Even without the infinite combo, just Sorin giving Ballista Death Touch has won us a lot of games. Oh my goodness. Alright. Opponent needs a creature now. And we can technically run it back. Ballista Tower Archer, sure. Equips. Yep. Only 1 card in hand, thankfully. Opponent passes. Well, take up on Champion of Dusk. Go to combat. Get in. Gain some life. Back up to 10. And yeah, I think we go for it. I think we just play Vraska. And I guess maybe we should have done that pre-combat. Play Vraska. Make a Death Toucher. Overgrow Tomb. Pass the turn. Well, and now if our opponent can't kill Vraska or Sorin, we just go infinite next turn and win. And we have jump blockers. Opponent needs Trample, I guess. All that glitters. Well, that doesn't give Trample. Opponent. I think we got it. Wow, gets in. Okay, well, sure. We'll block with the Assassin. And opponent scoops it up. I mean, we don't even need the infinite damage. Well, that went pretty well. And now we get to bring in Assassin's Trophies. Fatal Push. How good is Fatal Push? Assassin Trophy in. We can go down to Kalitas, I guess. Maybe go down the Knight of the Even Legions? Do we want to change anything else? Probably need the Fatal Pushes, even though we've seen some... I mean, if our opponent's playing mostly hexproof creatures, Fatal Push is a lot worse. Go down Murderous Rider for Duress, and maybe Gifted Aetherborn for Duress. Alright, let's try it like that. I don't really know how many hexproof creatures our opponent's playing. That's the tricky part. If we bring in a bunch of removal that can't kill hexproof creatures, and then our opponent's just full-on boggles, it can go bad quick. Well, alright. This hand is a lot like our last hand. Missing a Walking Ballista for infinite, but Dusk Legion, Sorin in a Champion of Dusk, probably. Boat it. What you got, what you got? Fortified Village. Untapped. And turn 1 discard. Alright. There's a hexproof creature. Turn 1 discard would be super nice. Gifted Aetherborn. Well, yeah. Over on Tomb tapped. Pass the turn. Yeah, can't kill that with a Fatal Push. Temple Garden. Untapped. And Griffspoon. Alright. And Cartouche. Well, opponent's off to a pretty fast start now. Opponent gonna get in for a bunch. Yeah, that's an issue. We drop to 17. Untap. Play Blooming Marsh. Play Gifted Aetherborn. Pass the turn. Assassin's Trophy could be interesting. Opponent. Helm of the Gods. Alright, this scout is getting big. The problem is it has flying and first strike, which is going to make it a little harder to actually kill. Even if we kill one of the pieces, it still gets through our creatures. We drop to 12. We untap. Play Castle Lochwain. Play... Sorin. Yeah, I mean, we're going to draw cards. This leaves us, I think, potentially dead if our opponent has the right piece. We drop to 10. Oh, there's our Thoughtseize. Little late to the party. Get in with Gifted Aetherborn. Go back up to 12. So we got to dodge like an All That Glitters. Or Ethereal Arbor. Opponent. Ooh, nothing? Okay. Combat. Gonna kill Sorin. Sure. Passes. How do we want to do this? Opponent's got 3 cards in hand. I'll go to combat. Attack. With... Yeah, attack with both. Opponent blocks. We go up to 14. Yeah, let's... What could our opponent's hand be? Yeah, let's play a Swamp. Dusk Legion Zealot. Draw a card. Drop to 13. Pass the turn. So if we have to, we can kill Griffspoon and Chump. And our opponent's still 2 lands away from getting it back. If our opponent just hits us for 5, though, I think we take it. But if they have, like, All That Glitters, then we probably have to do that. All right, Cartouche, that's fine. Up to 7 power. Opponent goes to combat. Attacks. Yeah, we'll take it. Down to 6. And Pithing Needle. So I can name, like, Ballista or Sorin, I guess? Name Sorin. Oh, we untap. Gifted Aetherborn. Well, start with Thoughtseize. Unflinching Courage Sram. So definitely take Unflinching Courage. Play Castle Lochwain. Go to combat. Attack. Opponent blocks. We go to 6. Play Gifted Aetherborn. Pass the turn. Opponent combat. Attacks. So we need to... Assassin's Trophy Griffspoon. Give our opponent a land, unfortunately. Chump. Alright, opponent, what do you got? Runs out the Sram. Oh, this is so close. And passes. We draw Castle Lochwain. Oh, play Castle Lochwain. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go to combat. Attack with everything. Opponent takes it. We go back up to 10. Ballista X3. Hit Sram. Hit Sram. Pass the turn. Alright, this is it. No big lifelinking auras, please. Opponent untaps. Land. So he can get back Griffspoon, but that doesn't kill us. Okay, sure. Griffspoon. That's fine. That's game. We got there. Taking down the boggles. Whew. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, that worked. Opponent. Combat. Passes. Well, we untap. I mean, that's just game, right? Play Mutavault. Go to combat. Attack with everything. And I mean, that looks like lethal to me. Whew. All right. Man, we played some crazy games with this deck. Crazy to the max. Opponent. Blocks. Yeah, sure. First strike. Damage. Death. Whew. Taking down the boggles. Whew. Sweet. So what do we learn this week about Vraska Swarm Eminence combo? And Oh my god, do we play some crazy games. Just goodness, these were some of the most interesting, closest games that we played in a long time. Just really fun, interesting, close games. Overall, we went 4-1, which is a pretty good record. We got janked out by Soulflayer. That happens sometimes. Didn't hit our Ashiok in time. Soulflayer dodges our removal. It's pretty fast. Otherwise, we had just some of the most ridiculous games we played. The game that we played where we were able to almost be dead. The game that we played, and really the entire match that we played against Green-Black Delirium, was one of the most absurd matches, I don't even know, that we've played in a long time. Our opponent kills the game 1 with Emrakul. Game 2 had this massive board, including an Emrakul, stole our turn, wrathed our board, made a bunch of Kalitas zombies. We were looking completely dead. All we had was a Sorin. That was all we had going on, period. We top-decked a Walking Ballista, and were able to use it to shoot down our opponent's entire board, stabilize, and win. And then game 3, we were dead to rights at 2 life, about to die, had a Ballista Citadel down, had a Walking Ballista on top of our deck that we couldn't cast. We needed to have exactly Knight of the Ebon Legion be the card under Walking Ballista so we could sack it to our Sorin, shoot down one of our opponent's creatures, stabilize, and the top card of our deck after the Walking Ballista was exactly Knight of the Ebon Legion. We stabilized and won. We played against this ridiculous Abrew combo deck that was really close. Just crazy, crazy great. So overall, I was pretty impressed with this deck. We won with the combo a reasonable amount of the time, and then we were also able to win a lot of games with just Sorin and Walking Ballista. That was really effective, as we were talking about, like giving us a way to kill Emrakuls and other big creatures that would otherwise be a disaster for our deck to deal with by giving Walking Ballista Death Touch. The Vampire plan of the deck is kind of weird. We can't really win like traditional vampires. We're not going to curve out, play some Lords, beat you down. That's not really how this deck works. Like, yes, we have some vampire synergies, but it's really mostly to support our card drawing, which it's a weird mashup of a deck, but it was pretty effective. And I gotta say, I think playing this deck made me a little bit more excited for Heliod and Walking Ballista. Like, if we were able to kill a decent amount of people with Walking Ballista, Vraska Swarm's Eminence, and a third combo piece, the combo of Heliod Walking Ballista might actually be pretty decent in the format, although at the same time, you don't get access to the Death Touch. And the Death Touch with Walking Ballista, like we were talking about, actually won us a lot of games even without the combo. Maybe there's a way to mash this all together. Like, Heliod cares about life gain, Sorin provides life gain. Maybe you could mash Vraska and Heliod and Sorin and Walking Ballista all together in some really wild shell and have like multiple ways to combo off. That would be pretty sweet, something to work on. But overall, the deck was really fun. We just played some really insane games, like just really cool decks from our opponent, really close, long, just mind-blowingly good games. So it was a really fun episode, I thought. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.